Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm Blitzfive, and today I want to share with you guys my Mage Tempo deck. So the Mage Tempo deck is a very popular deck in Hearthstone. It has a very fast play style, hence the name Tempo, and you see it a lot when you're playing ranked. So I wanted to show you guys my version of this deck. It has a few edits in it, and I found it way more successful than the regular Tempo deck in today's meta. With the deck that you've seen online, or I've tried out some of the most popular Tempo decks posted on like Hearthstone and Reddit, and I find that in today's meta it kind of dies out towards like under level 15. I struggle playing against people or certain classes that are really strong nowadays, like Dragon Priest. It just doesn't have enough firepower to like get through some of these really strong decks. So I think that some of these changes that I made to the deck are really helpful. So I'll explain it to you guys, and then please stick around for the gameplay video if you're going to make this. I'll leave all the cards in the description below. I don't want to spend too much time. If you want to make this deck, you can check it out in the description and make any edits that you want to yourself. So obviously, the Mage Tempo deck is basically based around like Flame Waker and doing spell combos. You've probably seen this before. I'm not going to waste a ton of time explaining how this works. Like I said, it's in my gameplay video. So we have these staples in here, Mana Worm, but some of the things that I've changed is I've put in 4 secrets, because I think that the secrets are a really important part of this deck. It really turns the game into your favor. They don't know what secret you have, and then it also increases the value of Mad Scientist, because a lot of times people put in 2 Mad Scientists and then 2 secrets, but if you use those 2 secrets beforehand, then you lose the Death Rattle. So I like having the 4 secrets, and a Mirror Entity and Counterspell really, the Counterspell protects your board when you get your Flame Waker set up, and then Counterspell, Mirror Entity really protects yourself from the enemy putting out something really strong that you have nothing to kind of counter it with. So if they play Dr. Boom, you get Dr. Boom as well. So that's really nice. I love having that. And then another iteration I had is Malygos, because I don't have that many legendaries, and Malygos is just such a great addition to this deck because there's a lot of low mana costs in here, and this basically, it gives you a 4/12, so it's safe from the priest kill cards, because it has to be 3 attack or less, or 5 or above. So it kind of saves you being 4 there. It has 12 health. It's almost like a taunt, because that spell damage 5 makes people really nervous when you're a mage, so they want to kill this. And then it also gives you combos like the Arcane Missile, which is awesome. And then another thing is Summoning Stone, which you wouldn't see normally in the old Tempo deck because the card wasn't available then. And this card allows you, if you have like no Flame Waker, no Mana Worm, you don't know what to do, you don't have Dr. Boom, you just have all spells. If you draw something, which is, the negative to this deck is sometimes you just only get spells. If you get a Summoning Stone, you can wait till like turn 8, you can play a couple cards and get a full board. And Summoning Stone is really hard to clear because you have to waste pretty decent card to kill something that has 6 health, or a whole turn of attacking with a minion. And a lot of times people just leave the Summoning Stone there. So this is pretty sweet. These are my edits. You can see how this kind of goes through in the gameplay to follow this video. Let me know what you guys think if you enjoy this kind of video. I love making Hearthstone decks and like thinking about it and theory crafting, so this was really fun for me to make this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Peace. So what's up, dudes? This is my Tempo Mage deck that I created, well, at least edited. So right here off the Mulligan, we're going to want to stick with the Mana Worm, and you definitely want to always put away any secrets that you get, because you want to get these through the Mad Scientist. You could leave the Arcane Intellect, but I prefer to get that later in the game, especially because of the 3 mana cost, and it doesn't put anything on the board. It's just not a great card that I think you would want to start with. And of course we get a secret back, so this is a pretty crappy hand to start with, except for the Mana Worm. A lot of times I like to save these Arcane Missiles for later in the game. Some people use them really early on, but with Malygos in this deck, you can get some turn 10 combos, or if the Apprentice is out, you could do it on turn 9. You could do the Malygos Arcane Missile combo. So it's pretty quick for a Shadow Word. So that's nice, get that out of the way. But you could do a pretty cool combo where this does like 8 or 9 damage with Malygos. I think it's 8 plus 5, so I always like doing that. And then basically, I don't like playing the Sorcerer early, but I don't really have a choice. I want a minion on the board, and a lot of times this will eat up early clear, and then this will save you, save your Flame Wakers later on if they use clear now on a Mana Worm and your Apprentice. A lot of times I just bait out the clear with this card, which is good. So this is tough because now I'm going to be left with 2 damage if I attack here, and I'm not going to have enough to kill the Northshire Cleric. So I could use this card, which I might, and see how it comes out. if I have enough, I could hero power and use the spell. Yeah, I want to stop them from getting card draw. So that's helpful. This is exactly what I needed. And I'm going to do a mirror entity. So I could do counterspell. So this is a pretty bad start, unfortunately. But look, they didn't have any card draw, and they also had a bad start. So they quit that game pretty quickly. That's funny. That was a quick game. So let's try another one. So again here, we're going to mulligan with Dr. Boom. A lot of people would stick with Fireball, but I'm not going to. I want to get some better cards, maybe Flame Cannon, maybe Frostball. Fireball's a great card, but I'd rather use that later in the game to finish off the enemy or take out like a Dr. Boom. But we get it back anyway, so that's fine. So this is a decent start. Obviously, you'd rather have like a Mana Worm here, but at least getting the Mad Scientist and we have the coin is really going to help us out. We'll save the coin until Flame Waker just to get some extra damage in, which is always helpful. That's when we'll get our major combo off, if we get that. So there's a couple combos that we're going to be looking for here. Obviously, you have the Mana Worm combo, where you're going to want to put that out and then use some spells. You have the Flame Waker combo. In this deck, we have a Summoning Portal combo, which is pretty nice. That if you don't have any other cards near the Summoning Portal, you can start generating cards by using spells. And this is really great if they have like Lotheb, because you can also, if the Lotheb makes a spell, say like Arcane Missile costs 6, you can actually get a 6 level enemy. So it's actually a really good, you know, play against Lotheb. Actually, probably the only time it's good to have the enemy play Lotheb against you, which is sweet. And he just used the spell, gain +2 health here, so that's interesting. So this guy's gonna be out for a little while, which is a pretty aggressive turn 2 there. How did he do that? He didn't have a or that was his turn 3. So yeah, this is going quick. Whoops. So one of my favorite moves here is the Mana Worm Unstable Portal. That's one of my favorite combos. Because you get a minion that you could possibly play, you get the Mana Worm with 2 attack, but he's just gonna probably clear that. I don't have enough if I Flame Cannon. I could Flame Cannon and Arcane Missile. I might just test my luck with Mana Worm and see if he clears. He might just clear it. He's not getting any card draw. He doesn't have a Northshire Cleric yet, so he's just wasting his time clearing anyways. So let's see what I get. Yeah, this is perfect. So now he's going to want to clear this. It's basically like getting a taunt. And now he's going to have some focus on that. And this is all good because we want him to use that early clear out of the way for the Flame Wakers. We don't want to have him be able to clear that, which is nice. So we'll see what he does. Wow, I forgot that I had a secret. So this guy is like totally in a shitty situation. I forgot that the Mad Scientist went off. So now I have a 5/4 taunt, which is going to kill the Goblin. And he's probably a little conflicted now. That definitely stinks. And I think... Wow, that's awesome. This is just like great news. I think I'll use this and see how this works. Okay. I might just trade the taunts. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to use this? The taunt is really nice. You know what? I'm already in a good spot. I'm not going to get overzealous here. I'm going to save these low-level spells for maybe a Malygos combo later on. Flame Waker combo. It will help me clear out. I might as well just take the advantage that I'm in now. And at least roll with it. Just good. Wow, am I getting another card again? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hate that they just don't tell you that. So I think this might be the right time to use this. I'd rather use it on something better, but I think he might get a little frustrated here and possibly quit. I sense maybe a Holy Nova coming, so I don't know if I want to mirror image. He doesn't have anything on the board, so it might just be a waste of a mirror image. And I definitely don't want to mana crystal this guy right now. But if I do this, I'm going to get an extra 4. I'm going to get 3 damage off this and an extra damage off this card. I'm drawing a lot of cards right now, which is becoming like a little bit more difficult here. Okay, I'm going to actually use one of these. I'd rather not. but with Nat Pagel, I'm drawing a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I don't want to get stuck if I have a big card here that I want to play, maybe like Summoning Portal. I don't want to get stuck with only being able to use one card next turn, maybe. Alright, well now I have 5 ready for this guy. This is annoying. I'm probably going to have to lose the Mana Worm here. Unless I draw something interesting. Okay, so he did not help me out here. So we have 3. I could draw a card, see what I get, and use this and an Arcane Missile and save the Mana Worm, which would be interesting. But this is using the Frostball against a big enemy that you can't kill is usually a better bet. But I don't have anything to play right now, so I might as well see what cards I have. Mad Scientist. Interesting. Dr. Boom for next turn. Okay. I'm going to be a little bit greedy here and go for this. Wow. I should have considered that a little bit more. I wasn't doing the math. Because if I use this, I have 0 left, and even with the coin, it's not enough. Let's go all in. Let's see what happens. Wow. I got very lucky there. You know, that was pure luck. Less skill. I miscounted. I thought there would be 1 left, so I could just coin and kill it for a second. I don't know what this guy's doing. I think this might have been like a... I don't know why it's all taunts. I'm not really sure of this deck. Like, he doesn't have anything really behind it. Now he's got a Demolisher, but that's not going to do anything really. Wow. This guy is screwed. Do I want to play... I'll just go Dr. Boom all the way. Because he can't... I mean, if he plays Holy Nova, he's going to get Dr. Boomed. That's fine. At this point, I don't care if he kills that guy. This is a perfect time for him to Holy Nova, and if he doesn't have that in his deck, then that's sad. Okay. And then he's probably not going to go after Dr. Boom, but he probably needs to. He only has 3 mana left.
I am not a morning person.
Yeah, I don't think he's in a good spot. I've actually used this card in my priest deck. It's pretty fun. You get a lot of minions on the board. Let's see. So I have 7. 3, it's 10 damage. And then my hero power is 11, so I'm 1 off, which is hilarious. I guess we'll start with Mad Scientist. We'll play the Mana Worm. We'll counterspell so he can't use any kind of weird spell now that I have Dr. Boom out. And I could taunt here. Yeah. Screw it. He's screwed. He can't... He's not going to be able... So one thing, like, sometimes you get stuck, like, do I clear the board or do I go face? He's not going to be able to play a big clear card right now. Like, I think Dark Bomb or Light Bomb, whatever that thing is called, because I have the spell counter. And he's not going to be able to take out all of my enemies now. There's just no way. So it's GG. Plus, all I need to do would get a Fireball or... so yeah, that's not going to work for him. Sorry, buddy. Fireball, or I think I used 2 Frostbolts already, so I wouldn't have that. And I used both the Arcane Missiles, which I didn't want to. But he's in a tough spot, and that destroyed 5 of his mana. So this is pretty funny because this was without the Flame Waker combo, and this was also without the Summoning Portal combo. So there's a lot of different win conditions here, and a lot of good ways to put the enemy in a bad position, which is nice. Okay, so with this Mulligan, like I said before, in the previous ones, you're going to want to get rid of all your secrets. That's a no-brainer. And the Mirror Image, you know, at first glance, you might think this is a great card to start with so you don't go face. But really, this is much better when you have your combo out and you want to protect it. So I don't want that either. Dangerous to do a full, like, Mulligan. Not dangerous, but you don't know what you're going to get. And we'll see. I'm pretty happy with that. Unstable Portal is great to start out with. We don't have a Mana Worm or a Mad Scientist, which we could really use. But you're not always going to get all the cards you want, obviously. Which stinks, though, is that in this matchup particularly, against a hunter, if it's like a face hunter, which it probably is, you want to get that early combo off so it kind of stalls them from doing damage. And he's already in the process of like slowing me down here. Especially, I mean, I probably would have hero powered there no matter what, or maybe a mad scientist if I had that card. Let's see. I have to fight the temptation of, this is perfect. Mana Worm, Unstable Portal, my favorite combo. If you're holding a dragon, gain 1 attack and charge. That is hilarious. I am holding a dragon.
For the Dragon Queen.
Do I go face?
For the Dragon Queen.
Yeah, you know what? He could play secret. That could like screw this up. He only has 1 damage. Hunters really don't have like huge buff cards, right? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. So like, I think to beat a hunter is to play their own game and do it better, which sometimes this deck can do. So I'm hoping that was the right move. Okay, so he's gonna buff himself, but that could have happened either way. And he used the mana crystal, which is nice. So this is perfect. So I'm going to Flame Waker. This is early for this combo. Normally I would wait until I have about 5 or 6 mana, but in this case, this just looked advantageous and it actually went super well, so I can go face and I save that minion. But normally you want to wait till you're like turn 5 or 6, play Flame Waker, maybe coin. If you don't have coin, then you'd play like Arcane Missile and then maybe the taunt, and you would protect him, get like 4 damage for the 2 spells. So let's test what this secret is. Alright. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted it to be. Do 2 damage to him. And like I said, the best way to beat a hunter is to play their own game. So that's why like a lot of the things I did weren't ideal, weren't what I would normally do. It would be more focused on like clearing and waiting, like almost doing like a handlock strategy. But in this situation, please hit the other guy. Yes. 50-50 chance. To me, it just seemed like the right thing to do. So 2, if I play this, this costs 3, but I want to hero power this guy. I think I'm just going to rush it. Oh, but I don't need to hero power this. Oh, man. So risky. I have... you know what? Let's go for it. I can do it. Let's just rush all the way. Let's make him feel like crap. 1 away. So unless he has Reno Jackson, this is over. Normally I would never do that. I mean, it's so risky using all my clear. Like if he plays a big card, but it's turn 6 and he already has 1 health, so pretty sure he's going to concede. So these 3 games, I don't know if I'll put the other 2 in, are exactly why this deck is awesome. I just played 3 different people there, 3 different classes, and it beat them all. So pretty sweet deck. I really like it. You guys haven't even seen the summoning portal combos that you can do. Basically, you can get a full board out with 1 summoning portal by putting some taunts out or using 1 or 2 spells. Even if they're like those one mana cost cards or 0 or 2, it just gets annoying. And a lot of times people think like, oh, the summoning portal has 0 attack, I'm not going to kill it. And if they do kill it, they have to waste something that can clear a 6 health minion. So it just puts them in such a crappy spot, and on top of that, it gives you another board. It's kind of like playing Dr. Boom gives you a board on turn 7 if you don't have one. So there's just so many conditions you have here. You have the Dr. Boom, you have Malygos, Flame Waker, Summoning Portal, you have the Mana Worm combos. There's so many combos, Mad Scientist, the secrets to worry about. There's just so many aspects of this deck, and the cards kind of range pretty well in mana cost and stuff like that. So I really like this deck, and I've been editing it all along. And I'll probably mention this previously, so I'm probably repeating myself. But one of the only things that maybe I would consider is maybe taking out one of the summoning portals, or you could take out one of the secrets, because I do have 4 secrets in here, depending on what your playstyle is. Maybe put in a flame strike, some bigger board clear, or one of the other mage spells if you're into that, or you could put in like a freeze. But every little iteration kind of changes the deck. So if you do too many freeze spells, you're going to become a freeze deck, and you can't afford having the minions. And then if you go like all high cost spells, and it's going to be a slower deck. You can't do the combos, so it really depends. So I really like the balance of this deck because it has a lot of medium range cards, but can also last into the late game and can also rush people like this Hunter. So it's pretty sweet. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and Blitz5, I'm out. Peace.